Welcome back. I'm Jen from Jen's House of Six. Today I will be bringing you all along with me on a day in my life as a homemaker, a homeschooling, caretaking mom, and you never know what a day will hold. But before we get our day started, I want to share with you my friend Alicia over at Cottage Time. She's currently renovating her 1940s cottage farmhouse, where she shares encouragement in homemaking and gardening while she lives an old-fashioned lifestyle in the mountains. I know you will enjoy her channel. Her video is linked in the description below. I hope you'll go over there and tell her that I sent you and say hello for me. I know that you're going to enjoy her channel. All right, let's get the day going. Today is a Friday. It may not be for many of you that are watching, but for me it is, and that means it's my grandmother's bath day. Now, for those of you that are new, we live on the same property as my grandparents. My grandfather passed away last year, and my grandmother is still alive, and my dad lives with her, and we live right next door. And so I help take care of her, and we make dinner and food for her, and I wash her clothes and things like that. My dad does an awful lot for her too. So we work as a team to take care of her. Today is also a homeschool day. I feel like this year, although I've been homeschooling for the last 4 years, I truly feel like this year has been my most relaxed, and also, I'm not sure if disciplined is the right word, but I feel like we're in this really great rhythm. I didn't feel confident in myself before, but now I feel like, okay, you're a homeschooling mom. You got this. But at the same time, do we ever truly have anything? Do I really truly got this? Just so many emotions, but I do feel like everything has been running so smoothly this year, and I am so thankful. So I try to turn on some hymns for them without words. I call it elevator music, so it's not so quiet while we do school. And before the kids get up, I do like to start laundry. We are a family of 6, and I need not tell you that there is always laundry to be done. In the mornings before the kids wake up, I do try to straighten up the bathroom from the night before and make sure the kitchen is ready. We use the kitchen table as our place that we do homeschool once we are finished with devotions. And so it's always nice to start with a clean slate in our home, not just our school. I wasn't always a bed maker. Unfortunately, my grandma always encouraged me to make my bed, but I really didn't listen. I truly just started making my bed about, 5 or 6 years ago, and now I just can't imagine not making it. So that is one thing I do, usually as soon as I get out of the bed. But this morning, I didn't, apparently. I always make my water first thing in the morning too, or else I just won't drink it. And then the kids are all awake and make their way into the living room. I make them set their alarms, and they have to be in the living room at a specific time to start devotions. And so we do some reading, and we pray and sing a song, and Then the kids do their reading in their books, and while they're reading, I make them breakfast. I wouldn't say that I love cooking. My husband and I have been married for 27 years, and I feel like I'm just now getting comfortable in the kitchen. I know that probably sounds odd, but I've always kind of felt like I wasn't great at it, and I still don't feel like I am, but I guess I'm better at kind of figuring out like what we're going to eat and then executing that plan. We do have chickens, and we make a lot of eggs. We've had a little problem with our chicken flock. We've had some stray animals and things happen to them, and we've had to start over a couple of times. So we do eat a lot of eggs, and this morning I did some sausage with that. Fun fact about me, neither one of my parents like coffee. I've never had coffee until about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And I am definitely a coffee snob. I would call myself. Like, I like it a specific way and a specific flavor. I don't really like coffee by itself. Like, it's got to be flavored and just really doctored up. And I finally found a way to make hot coffee at home that I actually like. And I have one child that likes coffee. And so he has coffee every morning, and he just likes it with creamer, but not me. I have to have all the special little things. I'm so glad that I was able to find a way to make it that I like, because I do love something warm on a cool morning. I found a little coffee recipe book, and I have it linked in my like to know it in my description below. It's a little Christian coffee making book, and it has such wonderful recipes, and this is one of the ones that I got out of it. Usually the kids will eat while they do school because they try to get it done as quick as possible. Don't know why that is. They just want to get it done and get out of the way. The steam you see is from my diffuser. I try to start that every morning just to make the house smell good and give a more relaxed, peaceful feeling. On the right, you'll see my oldest son, and normally he would be at work, but we've really been praying about a job for him. He's been looking for a job and applying like everywhere for it's been a year now. And I know the Lord has something special for him. We're just praying that the Lord opens the right door. He does little work here and there for my brother and my dad, which is really, really nice because it keeps him busy. But it is nice to have him in the mornings. But I will be so thankful when he gets a job, because I know that's the Lord's plan for him, is to work. You're going to see a lot of laundry throughout the day. Our family's laundry, it's just constant. I said earlier, you never know what a day will hold, and my he passed away last May, so it's almost a year when you're watching this video. It is April. They just set his headstone, so it took that long to get it all ready, and my grandma gets a bath on Friday, but also gets her hair done on Friday. So she was all dressed up and wanted to go see his headstone. And so that is what we were doing. And it's also been raining, but it let up so that we could go, which was really nice. Maybe I should have called this video laundry day. Lots of laundry, y'all. My grandma kind of saves up her laundry and just does it on her bath day. So everything gets cleaned. Her hair gets done, and then all her laundry gets washed. So it's just, she gets nice and pampered on Fridays. My grandma is 89, and I'm so thankful she's still able to get around. Although she doesn't go out much, I want to say that this is maybe the second time she's been out since my grandpa's funeral last year. She's home most of the time, but by her choice. But it is a little difficult for her to get around, but I know she was excited to go see my grandpa's headstone, and I was happy to be able to take her. My grandpa bought this plot about 2 months before he passed away. We had no idea that he was going to pass away. He was in good health up until about 5 days before he died, and he was 90 years old, and he loved that plot because it had that big tree there. So it was a really nice shade tree. And so I had to video the tree so you all could see. I thought you might like to see the price of our gas here in California. Yes, it's high. After we went to the graveside, we made pretty much a big circle around town and took Grandma to get a Dutch Brothers. And also we grabbed some Panera to bring home for us to eat. Just had a nice little outing since she hadn't been out in such a long time. Got it? I read a quote that said, "I am thankful for loads of laundry because it means my loved ones are nearby." And it is true. Right now, we have all 4 of our children at home, and that includes 2 adult children. And I know our time together is limited, and so I have to make a point of being grateful for everything. Recently, my husband and I and 2 of my sons joined the local gym, and so we try to meet each other after my guys get off work, and it seems to be working so far. We have had gym memberships before where we went early in the morning, and that just didn't last because it was just too hard to get everybody up and going that early, but this seems to be working so far. And I really enjoy being with my sons and my husband. I ended up staying a little later than my husband, and he had to get home and feed some cows, so he beat me home. And then also, I didn't get a video, but I had 2 of my boys fill up our empty rice and flour, and now I am filling up the salt. Just little things like that that need to be done around the house. Since we started the gym, and I'm getting older, and they say that I really need to eat more protein the older I get as a woman, And so I've really trying to be self-conscious about that and add a lot more protein into my diet. And it's really hard because I just get so busy that I didn't eat, and I didn't realize how bad that I was until we started going to the gym. So I picked up some things that are high in protein, and I try to make myself eat them whether I want to or not. And also my girl on this day was just not feeling the best. We live right next to almond orchards, and I really think the allergies were just getting to her. She's had a headache and a little bit of an earache, so she's been taking it easy. All in one day, we had sunshine and rain and then big billowy clouds. They were just so pretty. I doubt that it comes through as beautiful as it was in person, but I hope you could see just a glimpse of the beauty. With the time change, we really have a hard time getting our dinner eaten at 6 like we normally did. It seems we get it done about 7 now, but it still gets done. And normally I cook dinner, but this is a Friday night and we actually had takeout, some hamburgers, and I had every intention of sewing today. I'm sure you guys saw my sewing machine sitting out, but that just didn't happen. And so it's going to stay there, and I'm going to try to get to it tomorrow. That is a problem too with living in a tiny house. There's no space to set up things like that and leave them. They're just right out in the middle of everything. And now we're doing after dinner cleanup. I feel like a bad habit I got into as a younger homemaker was not cleaning up after dinner. I would leave the dishes for the next morning. It's kind of a habit that I came with when we were married because my mom always cooked dinner. She worked full time, but she always made dinner, and I was the one that was supposed to clean it up. And sometimes I would do it that night, but most of the time I did it the next day while everyone was at work. And so it was really hard for me to break that habit. And I tried to set a goal a few years ago of making sure my kitchen was clean before I went to bed, because I'm literally doing myself a favor when I wake up in the morning and our kitchen is just reset for a new day instead of dealing with yesterday's issues like the dishes. It's just a gift that I give myself by cleaning the kitchen that night instead of waiting until the next day. And it doesn't always feel like a gift when it's in the moment, as I don't have a dishwasher. I am the dishwasher, so it takes a little more time, but it is such a gift when the new morning comes. Kids always look forward to Friday because it's the weekend and they don't have to do school the next day. And also my guys usually don't have to work on Saturday, so Friday is just a really great family night, especially if the kids don't have like a youth something or other they're going to with the church. And tonight was one of those nights that there really wasn't anything going on. Now I do have one son that was doing a side job but I had 3 at home, so I was just trying to straighten up for the weekend. Like I said, we live in a 1,200 square foot house with 6 of us here, so any little thing that's out, it kind of makes my house look messy. And so I try to clean things up before we go to bed. And tonight we're actually planning on watching a movie together. And so I am cleaning up while a few of them are taking showers. Like I said before, we did join the gym and we had tried gym membership before, and one of the things we did like about a different gym that we had joined, they had a steam sauna and we loved it so much. We loved the sauna more than anything. So we decided to save up some money and have a couple yard sales and sell a few things to buy our own sauna. And oh my word, we have zero regrets. We use it several times a week. It's almost addicting. I think there really is something that says it releases endorphins, and so then you want to go back in there again. My husband has already been in the sauna and my son, and so we kind of try to space it out because we only have one shower for all 6 of us. So they went in before I did, and then I came in on the tail end. If you all have never been in a steam sauna, it is so relaxing. Hot, yes, but so relaxing. We ended the night watching the Apple Dumpling Gang on the couch together. All in all, it was a great day.
When you build a town on top of the town where it's full, so you get stuck up once in a while.
I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please consider subscribing. I also want to remind you to go check out Alicia's video. It is linked in the description below. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.